up for the very last 10 poppies. Right, I have my red. It's on my wall genie, hence why you can see wobbling in the top corner. Got my 2.5 I'm working with at the moment to make sure they're small enough. I've got some black. Got my super scissors. Depending on how I feel today, I've also got my quick yarn cutter, the cotton and sewing needle. That's a magic sewing needle in here. It's a top loader. Don't know if this will do it. But I can load from the top. I also have some that I won, and they are side loaders. Not got many of them left though. I kept breaking those ones. Now I've already made 10 leaves and sewn in the majority of the ends. And now I just need my 10 brooch bags. What are we on? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 brooch bags. And my 10 bags that have already got the labels in. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, I know I've got more bags than what's actually needed. I do that every year just to make sure. Oh, don't forget the darning needle to sew in the red ends and sew the leaves on. Right, that's what I've got. Now let's get to work. So first up, let's clear the workstation. Don't need the bags yet, or the leaves. Ooh. I'm actually putting these into an R.B.L box. Brooch bits in. And they go around my neck, and that goes in the box, and so does that. Okay, so now that's lovely. It's out of the way. Let's get on with poppies for today. If you would like a closer look at how to make the poppies, the link will be up here in the I button to the pattern I'm using today. Okay, so if you like the look of the poppy once completed, remember that up in the I button here and in the description box down below, there will be a link to this year's poppy pattern. This is the one where you could get, in theory, 70 poppies per 100 grams, or up to, I should say. I'm not going to read the pattern out for you today. I'm just going to try and count in my head. You may hear most of it. I'm not as fast as normal because, of course, I'm having to sit here under the camera. And I've also done 1,400 of these in the last 3 months, which has meant I've got a bit of repetitive strain injury, which has meant I've had to take 2 days off. And I've been sitting staring at this box going, I've only got 10 left to go. And now I've forgotten me count. Let me get through this bit. Now, a little trick I have learnt over time is to work over the ends of this first section, and that way I have absolutely no need to sew them in, which does actually save me a little bit of time. Can't do this. Ouch. Right, I'm going to have to do this in another method because this angle is absolutely killing my hand. done. Time for a quick rest. And then I'm going to work on number 2. Now, I don't cut my yarn at this point. All I will do is hold the last poppy below my little finger and then add the yarn in and carry on. That way it means that this end will be attached, of course, to the, like this will turn into this end on the next poppy, so it means you can just cut it straight close to your original poppy, and then the end that's coming out, of course, you sew in. So automatically that's saving you 3 ends to weave in. Okay, quick pause there, you didn't see it. But let's work on to the next middle. See, hook, hold, pull through. That gives me a decent amount to be able to work over and sew in. These darning needles, they hold up to 3 ends at a time. If you try and pull through any more than 3, you're liable to pop the plastic out. This is my last one. It better hold out to the end of this project. Now, as I said, I've already pre-made the leaves. The pattern to that, of course, is in the video that's attached above. I'm not too worried about what they look like at the back, as long as they look neat and tidy at the front. Now, the reason I put the leaf up the top is so 1, they fit in the bag, and 2, that the leaf is pointing to 11 o'clock. Now, there are different ways that people wear their poppies. One side, it's for remembrance to all. If you ever see somebody wearing a poppy on their right hand side, that is because they are wearing it in memory of somebody they've actually lost. So basically, if you see that, you now know, so you don't have to say, oi, you've got it on the wrong side, because there is a different meanings for the way and placement of where people place the whole poppy. And there's also different places as to where the poppy leaf sits represents different things as well, but I cannot remember them all, so I'm just going to say that it's how did I get hair in it? It's tied back. I'm going bald. But yeah, as I was saying about the position of the leaf, it means something else. So I make them at the standardised 11 o'clock position, because that is for memory, remembrance, sorry. Right. So that's the end of this stage. Now onto the brooch. Sorry, I'm a bit cheeky. I should explain that my cotton is doubled and there was a knot tied at the end, and what I do is, to fix it, I slip the needle between the two strands before the end of the row, sort of before the knot, so that it loops and catches, and that way one less thing to sew in. Onto bagging. Now this is the back of the bag. I make sure that the label is facing me. Now I do it this way so that the brooch back is protected and it doesn't catch on anything. Not only that, legally I have to have a label stating who I am, the batch numbers and care instructions, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So for legal reasons, that's in there. Because I'm making such a large quantity, technically we're even meant to do it now if we only have, if we're only making 1 or 2 to donate, but you can sort of get away with it a bit. Okay, so that is a Poppy number 4,991. Complete. Let's move on to the rest. Don't panic. I'm not going to make you watch them all. This section has been speeded up. I wish I could crochet this fast. This challenge would have been over in a mere weeks, not years. Also, I have also lost the footage at the end showing the second half of this. So I think you only see me make, I think, up to number 6. Just know this was an entire evening of making these brooch fronts whilst I was watching other creators' videos. it's time to finish the last little bit. Now this one here is the magic 5,000th poppy. Let's pop that up there. Let's get on with the rest of them. Drum roll, please. It's finally the last one. This is it. Goodbye, poppies, once you're done. I know, I shouldn't sound so happy about it, should I? But come on, 5,000? It's taken up far, far too many hours. This project, far too many hours. Done. Completion date is the 28th of the 11th 2023, and these poppies will be donated to the Royal British Legion for the 2024 collection. I finished it early.